Hey, Bri, doesn't it suck that the boss is always over our shoulder when we're trying to talk?
Jay, he should be entertained by us. Let's get out of here and finish this conversation.
All right, but as long as it's not work-related.
Jay!
B!
How's it going?
Great, buddy.
I want to welcome everyone to the Work-Related Podcast.
We are related by work on
X.
How dare you? Twitter. Oh, I get to say the last word. Twitter. There you go. Twitter. How's it going, buddy?
It's all right.
Yeah? Did you learn anything on Twitter this week?
Did I learn anything on Twitter? No. I've been seeing a lot of political stuff. I've been
Really?
going down
All of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been really going down the political landscape. For some reason, I'm very interested in if Canada is buying the Swedish fighter jets or the American fighter jets. I don't know why I'm so interested in it. But I'm like, what are you guys going to do? It's going to ruin the relationship? What's going on? How are you going to integrate? Because you already guaranteed, like, I think it's like 8 of them you already for sure have to buy. And then the rest is under review. But then now the Swedish king is over here and the defense minister is trying to, it's like a soap opera.
So Sweden makes their own? They don't get them from Germany or anything like that?
Yeah, they have
Sweden's
their own.
a weapons manufacturer?
Yeah, the Gripen is actually, it's a Saab. It's a Saab plane.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's like originally where Saab did before cars. They were always like aerospace, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
So that's one of their things. So they export some of theirs to some countries.
Interesting.
But it's not like a F-35. It's not like a stealth fighter or anything like that. It's more of like a fighter.
So that's a bad deal for the States, if you ask me. To lose that contract.
Yeah.
Like, again, like whatever, they can take us over.
It's a couple billion.
I can't imagine, you know what I mean? Like the logistics of political, like I'm so ignorant on everything like that. But just hearing this for the first time, like knowing that, like this is why you try to maintain allies. Like again, like I don't know the geopolitical consequences of turning away the states from this side or whatever, but it's like you can't treat people like that and expect a deal. And so I'm happy. This is what I said. Like it's the best thing. And I don't believe anything really, but the best thing about having a guy like Carney in there is his ability to make deals internationally.
Yeah,
I would have thought if the conservative guy was in there, he would have just relented to whatever to try to get a better deal with Donald Trump in America.
He probably would have done more pipeline type stuff, more domestic.
Maybe, yeah, I like that too.
Domestic, I do like that. I'm mad that we don't have that.
But this idea of going somewhere else
for defense,
because just showing there is other options.
Well, they're doing that whole deal with what is this? The EU, that the EU is like making this massive deal to buy weapons, and Canada's in that deal.
I like
it. They're going to procure most of their weapons from there. But the thing is, the United States has no choice but to be defensive partners with Canada. That's what I mean. That's always going to happen no matter what. Not buying the same jets just makes it a little more difficult because they're less integrated. One of the big things about the F-35 is that it's a very integrated airplane. Like you can integrate systems with other F-35. So if one is in freaking Alaska and one is in the Yukon, they can share information without like asking for it, like on your screen type of a thing. If you get another plane, that interoperability won't be there.
So I agree. But I'm saying like,
fuck it.
Well, yeah, let's see what happens because we're not the initiators in this.
True.
Like I do, like my common sense revolution ideas, like it makes sense. Like, yeah, you have to be defensive partners, and you should because we just recognize that border. Yeah. We recognize the threats and everything. But what about But it's a different way of thinking about it. Having Europe as an ally and Sweden and Greenland, the whole Arctic Circle, we're almost disconnected to them. If you look at the map from the globe from another way.
Look where Russia and Sweden
is. Like, I mean, like, so there's a whole Arctic fucking defense system that is talked about, right? Like, that we don't really... Whatever, we seem to need the Americans' help, you know what I mean, in defending the Arctic from the Russians and all that kind of stuff. But Sweden and fucking like the Nordic, like whatever, if they're that big of a player, they're just as in much of a position to protect the North as we are.
That is true.
Right? Like there's a whole other way to look at this. Like, and it's just like, yeah, I don't want this to happen. It's way better to have everything integrated and all that shit. But look you just got AirDrop for Android. Yeah. And so it's just like, well, we don't even know why would you even have that? Who cares? It's available. And now all these years later, finally Android has got this. And
with you guys. We had it for ourselves.
But I'm just saying, so there's a new integration. There's an integration between the F-35 and the P-22, whatever you just said, right? Yeah. And so it'll figure it out. Like, I'm sure in a ally type of war, and if fucking whatever it is, and we're going to fight the aliens, and Sweden and America are joining forces for something, because you'd hope that would happen. You'd hope that Sweden and America are doing something together, and we're not all fighting America, right? And so they would have some way to communicate. They wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like they wouldn't all, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be all through the same iPad or tablet, but there would be some way that these operations would have communications. So yeah, ideally we would keep our relations together, but you want to tear everything up. So that's okay. Like you're not the only girl in town. Do you know what I mean? Like
that's
I wish.
True.
So this is what I like about. But
we've always had the thought that they're the only girl in town.
That's what I mean.
We've always went around like they're the only girl in town.
Yeah, and so but you can break it. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna. That's so. But I don't think it's like I don't. I think it's just better than cowtailing to whatever he wants. And like I said, I don't think it's the best option. But I mean, it's out there. Like I said, I'd even instead of going on the US dollar, go on a euro. Like there's other, like you know what I mean. Like that's going towards my line of thinking of that. Yeah. Like I didn't know anything. So, but what is your interest is like to the consequences, or what do you think should happen? Like, is that what you're like? What are you thinking about the most when you're watching the story?
I'm kind of on the fence. I kind of think like in general. The F-35 is a better plane in general, but they do different things. But in general, it's more of a stealth plane. And when you already have a certain amount that you have to buy, so now you're just gonna have two. We're not the Americans. Having like 6, 7 different type of planes, 8, 9, 10 different type of planes is expensive. So you want to have 2 different type of planes, 2 different type of training, 2 different systems. Like so that would be a little annoying instead of just having all F-35s, right?
Okay, I agree.
So, but at the same time, I'm with you. We didn't do anything to you guys. And then you just like gave us the finger. So why would I spend my money? I can get double the amount of planes getting the one from Sweden than I can get with these.
That's another option. What's the purpose of the plane? Maybe you find a whole reason to go.
Well, that's the thing. We're not going on the attack like the Americans. We're defensive, right?
Yeah.
So we just need to protect our own selves. And on top of that, Saab is saying that they would build the planes in Canada, so then there's jobs.
So this is what my angle is totally about that side of it. My angle is the ignorance of the practicality of what plane we needed when war happens.
Yeah,
I'm assuming when war happens, we're fucked. Depending on what kind of war it is.
More or less right now, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. And I don't know who's not fucked. If somebody gets a dirty bomb, if somebody wants to start flying drones. For whatever reason, if there's a military action like I've seen in Afghanistan or fucking Syria, like there is a no-win Gaza. There's a no-win for everybody involved.
Yeah.
And so what plane we have, so I'm just assuming that if that happens, then nothing matters at all. If that happens, survival is the only thing that matters.
It's a little
None of it's going to fill our grocery stores if there's a supply chain stop, if there's a war.
Absolutely not.
This is a real bad thing about war. It's not just what, you know what I mean? Like
it's
who's winning with
who's
bombs.
dying and blowing up, yeah.
Like what's going to happen to you and I? Like, you know what I mean? Like we're either hiding in our homes or we're recruited or we're hostages or like whatever happens is not good. Like, so I'm hoping, like, I don't think the world will ever devolve to that. Like, I know what's happening, and like I'm ignorant to where it really happens.
It won't happen. It's hard to see it happening to countries like our countries.
That's what in America, like terrorist attacks aside, you know what I mean? Like something like this happened, and then you go on the attack, whatever it is. That's why I realized like I'd rather be the peacekeeping nation type of thing because that's what happens 99% of the time.
Yeah.
And like again, I don't know how these nations manipulated in these faraway places that I don't see, but it's never good. It's never good for the soldiers. It's never good for fucking like the weapons of mass destruction hunt. Like all of it is nation crumbling things. So whatever plane, but the idea of who you trade with is so important. Like that's the survival of everything. Yeah. Like I said, like I would imagine we're even more open to India because we have all these Indians here. We're more open to Middle East trade because we've been friendly to the Middle East.
They just signed a deal with the UAE.
This is what I'm saying. These are fucking long-term, long-game things. So having a relationship with fucking Saab is way better than fucking taking 10% of NVIDIA or like, because you know what I mean? Like you're Donald Trump. Like, that's more of a communist fucking way of living. Mm-hmm. Taking 10% of a company because they want to do business in your country. And then calling it a tariff or whatever you want to say. And now we're in business with NVIDIA chip manufacturers because they need us, right? And now it's like, okay, you know what? We're going to make a deal with Saab. And then all of a sudden we have fucking plane factories. Yeah. We have fucking whatever comes out of that. And then the next fucking Swedish thing comes. You know what I mean? Like, it opens up for more.
Hey, we're building planes and they're selling them for other countries, not just ourselves.
But that's how survival works.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm more interested in. And yes, like I said, like you could always build the pipeline. There's always something to complain about.
Yeah.
Like this is so, like this is what I kind of see. So you can read this tweet. I sent you a tweet today. Like I was looking on Twitter and like you look at, so this is a tweet from JD Vance talking about somebody that shows a graph.
This is recent.
Yeah, this was like, so JD Vance today retweeted a 5-day-old tweet from somebody that says like, what happened in Canada will be studied by many historians and economists as the prime example of self-destruction of an otherwise prosperous nation after blindly following left ideology. And it shows where we dipped and it shows where we're lacking in with America. And then JD Vance retweeted today, while I'm sure the causes are complicated, which is the most generous thing I could say to him, at least he added that to it and he's not so fucking blown off. Yeah. No nation has leaned more into the diversity is our strength. We don't need a melting pot. We have a salad bowl, immigration insanity that Canada has. It has the highest foreign-born share of the population in the entire G7, and its living standards have stagnated. Now,
some of that's true.
Okay, like you live here, and you can say that, and I can say that. Oh, see?
Oh my God, my beer!
You just knocked it out.
And then it came all over my desk.
Oh, it got excited because it wanted to defend this fucking JD Vance
Talk
tweet.
to the people, Jay.
Okay, so I read that, and I want to just not agree with it at all if I can, because that's kind of what my stance was. And but the more I think about it, the more I kind of think it just proves how I don't believe what I see on Twitter. Like, I can talk to you, you're like a Canadian, and you're going to say what you agree with about the side, and I would have to maybe agree with, like, some of it for sure, but I see it as a strength, not as a weakness, because you just talked about how, like, the deal with Sweden, and there's other things out there. You're going to see a situation where this immigration policy is not the stagnating thing that they call for it outside of the country, because I'm living in a house that is just going up and up in value. You can call it a bubble, you can call it whatever. I just keep making more and more money at my job. My job is busier than it's ever been. And so I can't see stagnation in front of my eyes.
Okay.
Like I can see it as a general thought, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's not like the good old days and make you can go and make America great again. But you could also say, we're in the greatest times ever. Like,
are we though?
Yeah, because things are like, we have the opportunity that we've always had, and it's not more. I think this shit is just propaganda. Like, I agree with something in this, but I don't find that statement true.
I find some of it true. I think that the fact that, okay, the original tweet, or are we talking about JD Vance?
Say whatever you want about it.
Okay, so the original tweet to me is kind of bullshit because it shows one dip in 2022 to 2021.
Yeah.
On a graph that's upward trending.
That's true. Yeah.
That's
great way to put it.
That's.
But have you felt stagnation?
No. I make the most money I've made in my life.
Have you? But the market for our houses, car prices.
I've made the most money I've made in my life.
Like, other than inflation,
in all aspects, investments, everything.
So that's why. So that's why I just believe. I don't even know if I believe the graph.
Now, I do agree that it probably will be studied. It will be studied. That dip is a pretty big dip, but that is also, isn't that the COVID dip?
That's what I mean. That's what
isn't that the COVID dip?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so it kind of yeah, it'll be studied because that is the COVID dip.
But the whole conversation starts with using this graph as a way that our immigration policy. So now it's an attack.
This is where manipulation comes in, because we all know that is around the time COVID happened. It's nothing to do with immigration. Canada's always been a country that's full of immigration since the dawn of time. So I don't know where they're treated. And all those, if we went to the graph, that graph would probably go lower and lower if we're going to the left, right? And there's always been immigration.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the starting point, whatever the beginning of the graph is. Yeah.
There's always been immigration. There is no, like, what is a Canadian type of question, right?
See, exactly. So you know that because you're a Canadian.
Yeah.
Like, JD Vance is not. This other guy is not.
JD Vance starts off saying it's complicated, which good. And yes, we do lean into diversity as our strength. That's what Canada is. But I do agree with that we did have immigration insanity. That's the only thing I agree. I don't agree that it it really plays that much of a part. Like, who cares if it's more foreign-born share of the part? That sounds like more.
I'm glad to hear
that sounds like a more like white nationalist type of talk. Like Canadian-born. What's a Canadian? I'm a Canadian-born. What are you really talking about?
Of course. So it would be very surprising if you didn't see that. I will concede that saying our immigration policy is insanity is a fine statement from but we're not really in it. You know what I mean? Like we are in it that we see what's going on around us.
Yeah.
Right. But the point that I have of it is waiting around for, let's see. Yeah. I don't know the better angle. Like I do in appearance, wish it kind of slow down. But if this is the result, if the result is the prosperity that we've seen, and if the result is different ideas from different places of the world, like I said, I would rather have the insanity salad bowl instead of the melting pot, because let's see. I don't know what the difference would have been if it didn't happen like this.
Well, some for example, like what happened in Vancouver, they had a lot of Chinese immigration, and this is why their house market is so big, so high, because they had a lot of Chinese
foreign
money.
manipulation.
Yeah, and so it went up. So that is a direct result of why like children will never be able to afford houses and stuff like that. That's the statement.
But
so that's one aspect of
my
of
fight back on that
immigration.
is it's happening in America too.
For sure.
Right? When they don't have it as much.
And actually now it's being self-inflicted because a lot of their market's going up because of lumber and tariff lumber.
But so that's what I mean. So because of bad trade policy. Right? Like you I'm not even trying to fight back. You were like in the foreign aspect of like the foreign diplomacy of Trump, you know, what he stands for. But it's a direct it's the opposite effect of this. Like
I want us to do that.
You have worse policies with other nations, because you just look like you're a tough guy or whatever. But I do have to agree. Like I don't want to fight back against everything I see on this.
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't have kids growing up in schools. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is. But I also don't like when people leave Mississauga to go to North Bay because they're scared of their kids going to be a minority. They're white.
Ridiculous.
They don't want. What? Yeah.
That's
But so these are the type. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. I don't think that's any kind of angle you should lean into. So you must accept it the other way.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I'm just accepting everything thrown at me. Like I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it could have been better. And when I ask myself what would have been better about it, and I see that like my street is, you know what I mean, like filled with every color of Canadian you can imagine, and I don't know where they came. I just love that it's so different.
Yeah.
I'm not celebrating, but that's what makes it better. That's what everybody has their own. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. And so, but it was a direct like a rebuttal to what I was saying the other day.
Yeah.
Right. 100%. And I was just like going through Twitter, and I was just curious, like, I'm only bringing it up because it is a, like I said, it was on Twitter, and I was like, that is a thought. Like if you go into the comments of that part, and then people are just like, yeah, you know, go woke, go broke. Like this is what they get. This is what, you know what I mean? Like
that's
compared
retarded.
it to Europe. But it's such a prevailing thought. I don't even know if it's real. My thought about when I was going on Twitter before was that everything I see, I believe less than I did before. Like, it's not like I'm not getting an AI conversation about everything is good, but like if like a mama bear comes to save her cub, I don't believe the video.
Yeah.
I don't believe a video of almost anything. The graph, like the mayor going to see Trump. Like, I don't know what to fucking believe. I almost think every single thing that's on Twitter has been manipulated by something.
That's fair. That's
and
a fair belief.
So I don't want to go on it. Like I don't want to fucking like I don't know what to do about it. Like
you gotta go on it.
I do. I've tried. This is where I found out that tweet.
You gotta swim in the pool to know which ones are the sharks.
Yeah, I mean that's the best part. But it's so pointless then. Like some of it's fun. Yeah, watch that. You know what I mean? Who cares if it's real or not? But I just like it's not healthy.
Yeah,
like I don't like as it being presented as like you know what I mean. Like ever since fake news was kind of put out there, it's just gotten faker.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's not even been by design like you would think, like Fox News fake and whatever, CNN fake. It's just everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
People's opinions, beliefs is so bad because, well, not bad in that way, but because people are we have the internet to be so opinionated about it and we can be heard, it causes misinformation just in its nature.
That's what I wanted to give the tweet. That's a good way to put it. I wanted to give the opinion of that tweet full thought.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because you have some of it. I admitted I have some of it, and a lot of people do. So I want to support the opinion. I want to talk about it. Don't want to just assume it's fact because it's been said as an opinion.
Yeah, but I support an educated opinion.
That's the key, but where was your education coming from?
Well, you got to know, like, this guy, Michael, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. I don't know either. I didn't dive into this.
You just saw a graph, and then your opinion is this on the graph. Your opinion could be wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you talk about it like it's fact, and then someone retweets it, and then they talk about it like it's fact.
Powerful person.
How much do you know about Canada, JD Vance? I don't think you know anything.
This is why I want to bring it up.
I think all you know about is Arkansas. Is he from Arkansas?
Whatever.
I don't know. It just sounds like a white nationalist place.
Just as much as we don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Just as much as we don't know.
We know more about Americans than they know about us.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
We don't know about buttfuck Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like they don't know about Mississauga or Milton, Ontario.
Yeah.
And that's why this is where I'm getting annoyed because I'm living there and I see nothing but prosperity. Like we talked about before, because maybe we live by the airport or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's something to do with the geographic of situations. But bro, like for your whole life, you've seen nothing but highways get built, houses get built, fucking factories, you know what I mean? Like, and it's been with their help. And I said, but like, I think the idea of immigration, if you don't have a good immigration, it could always be tweaked. Right, but just assume that it's insanity. Yes, there's points in it, but like this don't. It's just too irresponsible of a fucking
100%, especially when you have power, which is really what annoys me about like Joe Rogan speaking on Canada most of the time.
Me too,
and stuff like you guys literally don't know anything. No offense to our American listeners, but a lot of them are very self-absorbed. They're only thinking about what's to the next city, what's to the next state, what's to the border. They don't know beyond the border. And when I went to Florida one time, and the questions I got, which I can't really remember right now, I just remember thinking, like, do you guys literally know nothing? If you don't know anything,
they don't have to.
Yeah, but like, then don't make an opinion on something you don't know.
That's the thing. But
you don't have to. But then just be quiet. Like, I'm not making opinions on stuff that I don't. I try to be as much informed before I make an opinion.
One of the first things you ever said about one of the things that annoyed you was when people talk about welding.
Yeah.
And it's always a torch or it's always something, you know what I mean? Like it's so outdated.
Yeah.
But you can't expect everybody to know.
Then don't say anything.
I know, but that's but everybody's going to have a world opinion. Everybody's going to have an opinion on like this, but they don't, that's what I mean. That's what I don't like about it. Like I don't care about you. This is why I'm not going on Twitter. I used to go on Twitter to be entertained by like bullshit jokes.
Yeah.
Like it was more like Mad Magazine and Saturday Night Live and stuff when it was first happening, you know what I mean? Like satire. And now it's just so serious. Like why so serious, bro? Like, and it's not, and it's just gotten worse. Yeah. I'm watching this. It's just the way society's gone. Like, I watched this other documentary. I'm not comparing it to, it's about a writer from Saturday Night Live. He's done other things, but it's like a real famous comedy writer, and he's done all these things and whatever. He left the show. He came back in like the 2000 just to be like a political writer.
Yeah.
And it was the beginning. Like when the first 15 years, 20 years of the show's existence, they rarely did political stuff. They made fun of Reagan a little bit. They made fun of Gerald Ford, like falling out, like these other presidents, they kind of made fun for a little bit. But when the Bush Gore election, like media kind of changed around 2000, right? Like that was the first time the election was fixed in Florida, type of thing. And then like after that, like the chick being Sarah Palin, like that became really big. And then they started like so it showed how he was in like because he's a very good comedy writer, and he used it. He didn't pick a side. If you think about it, they make fun of both sides equally. They would make fun of fucking Bill Clinton being a fucking womanizer, fry eating. Like it was just if you watch the history of it over like the last 25 years, you can legally literally say they fucking make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
But you can see how it ramped. It went from nothing, not just because of that show, but because it just caught on. The actual, when they talk about it, because the undecided voter, you know about these deals, so you're not as much of an undecided voter.
Yeah.
If you're an undecided voter, you don't, it means you don't watch any political, it mostly means you don't watch any political stuff.
Blue or red.
Because if you are a decided voter, you are getting information from somewhere
100%.
that's informing your decision. And yeah, you might not, some might lean more into the other, but you're getting some. The undecided voter, like they made a funny out of it. They're just like, so when is the election? And you know, who is? These are the questions they ask. So when a show like Saturday Night Live or something like that comes up, they're just showing how the ridiculousness of everything they're saying. But you kind of get a feeling of who they are through the comedy of it and the satire of it. But then it just gets more serious. Where you know, I mean, by this year when Trump sues Saturday Night Live for making fun of him for a certain fucking way or whatever,
it's just
exactly. like it's all opinion and it goes. But now. It's turned. It's gone from being entertainment to fact.
Yep.
And it's all just an opinion, like you said before.
Yeah, and when you spit opinion like it's fact, it just like permeates through all the people who listen to you, all the people who hear you. And then that becomes fact. And then a lot of times when people hear something for the first time, or they hear something that they're somewhat confirmed in whatever the bias they already have, that just confirms that. And once you get to a certain point, you can't change a person's mind, right?
You should hope that's then you're fucked.
It's like shout outs to Booby, who's not listening. When I told you this story, he came to me and he was feeling his health and stuff, and he's like, I want to buy a Whoop band. Right? And I go, okay. He's like, yeah, so can you come with me to buy a Whoop band? I said, yeah, we can go buy a Whoop band. What do you need a Whoop band for? Because I know that's a very directed fitness thing.
Yeah.
And like, for example, I told him this Garmin, who makes watches, very expensive watches, is very adventure hiking type of thing. Nobody's buying a Garmin smartwatch unless you're hiking, camping, doing all these kind of stuff, right? And they're very popular, but nobody knows because you're not in that market.
True.
So he's like, yeah, so I want to buy a Whoop band. I said, so okay, you have to pay a subscription for it. And automatically I'm thinking like, I don't want you to waste money on something you're not using. Because I'm the tech nerd, right? So I feel irresponsible if someone's coming to me with tech and I'm making them waste money on something that they're just not going to use.
I get it.
So I'm telling him I'm asking him questions. I'm not trying to really defer his what he wants to buy. I'm just asking him questions, and he's like, yeah. And he's like, I said, well, why would you want to buy that over like a smartwatch or something else? He's like, oh, it's about my health, and that will give you all the information. I said, most watches will give you all the information you need. He's like, yeah, I want to track my sleep and my heart rate and all this stuff. I'm like, any smartwatch, which is no subscription, will do that for you. So I said, just get a smartwatch. You can get a Samsung. He said an Aura Ring. You've seen those smart rings?
Yeah, the rings.
I said, you can get an Aura Ring. Like, you can just get a regular Fitbit. That'll easily do that shit for you. Like, it's what they do. And he's like, yeah, but I need to track my heart rate per second, and the Whoop band does it, but the Apple Watch only does it every 3 minutes. And I said, okay, but just because the Apple Watch does it every 3 minutes, it means every watch does it every 3 minutes? Because the Fitbits and Pixel watches does it per second. He's like, really? No, the Apple Watch. And I said, so because you know what the Apple Watch can do, which the heart rate is not one of the best things it does, but it does other things great. Because you know what that does, you automatically assume every other watch is inferior to it because of your belief.
Yeah.
Right? On the one thing. Instead, and this is what I said to him. I said, instead of doing your research first, figuring out everything you need, automatically you just went to one thing. And he's like, oh yeah, so what do I do? I said, I don't know what you do, but unless you want to pay $80, $90, $100 a year, I would look at a Samsung watch, an Aura Ring, a Pixel watch, a Fitbit. I said, I would look at something in that range because you're not a fitness person who's doing all this thing. He eventually, as you know, he bought the Pixel watch. But the thing is, like, that's if someone's standing beside us and they hear our conversation and they go and they hear him say, yeah, so no other watch does it per second, that person will just believe, well, Booby had an Apple Watch, so he must know that nothing ever does it per second. So now I have to buy a Whoop band. And then he says that to the yeah. You know, you're buying a smart band. You know what? Buy a Whoop band because nothing else does it per second. And then that's how this misinformation goes. So now you say something like, yeah, immigration insanity in Canada. Oh yeah, immigration insanity. Yeah, I'm at the dinner table. We're talking about, yeah, Canada's fucked up. Don't go there. Don't go to Toronto. They're in immigration's insanity. And that's how it just continues just because of misinformation based on an incorrect opinion. That kind of should annoy me. Does that make sense there?
No, it 1,000% does. We know too little bit about Booby that we wanted to know now, but no, you get it. That's why it would annoy the fuck out of you who does your researching. And I see that it's not even just that. It's just like where you get your research from, bro. Like it's not a fact that like you could ask that question to somebody. It's not just. It's easy to pinpoint Booby's mistake in that situation. The whole powerful person, like saying these things over and over again, or having their opinion be fact. It's like I can almost tell a Joe Rogan listener now from just hearing them talk. Like I'm watching a Big Brother show from Australia, and I just see these like right-leaning type of guys, and they just have such no tolerance for anything that like like challenges their world. They're more snowflakes than the snowflakes they complain about because they feel so attacked on the right side. And yeah, that's why I stopped listening to Joe Rogan, because his opinion on Canada means nothing to me anymore. The Canadians he knows are far out of my stratosphere of living standard.
Yeah.
And if they've gotten a different, like I'm saying, like I'm a regular person whose living standard has just risen, and I have no problem with immigration. So I'm not going to, I can decide, I can let go of that relationship with him. I can also say, however gay you want to say it, I can also see how great he's been at me wanting to take care of myself. Many other free speech fucking items that he's not totally wrong on. But when it comes to Canada, I'm totally turning my fucking eye on him. When it turns to anything political, I can agree with some of the points he's saying, but he offers up no answers. And just like say, it's all fucked up.
You don't need to.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why. So it's irresponsible. I find it irresponsible. But I also don't. I don't blame them because it's like I said, it's irresponsible. But they don't owe me anything.
I blame everybody.
Yeah, but but they don't owe me anything. They're allowed their opinion.
Yeah,
like it's annoying. It's annoying, and I wish it wouldn't happen. And there's zero the consequence for them, and even like JD Vance saying something like this or whatever. It's kind of, I don't know if it really like has an effect of anything. I think it like rallies it's just preaching to the choir.
Thousands of people, but the thing is, like you should blame them because people with a platform or people with especially a speaking, like Joe Rogan's about conversation.
Yeah.
You're not having conversation. You're having
everybody's
an
a
opinion.
hypocrite.
You're having an opinion, an uneducated opinion. Like he's one of the people who researches on the show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how do you research your opinion about Canada on the show? He didn't say, well, Google how far their dollar has gone down, even though our dollar has gone down. He didn't do it at all.
No, but he'll in a roundabout way, and I won't even put it as a the fairest thing. He'll cherry pick on what he's deciding to fucking use as evidence on his fucking points. He'll be like, Jamie, pull that up, and it'll be an article that he's read. Every now and then, he won't be so stubbornish to be like, oh, I might have got that wrong in whatever they're talking about. But most of the time, he's just showing things that prove what he thinks anyway.
Of course.
And then if you go away from listening, because I just listened to one with Adam Carolla, which again, one of my first podcast fucking heroes. I love this idea, but he just got so into his lane and was preaching to the choir so much. I got annoyed of it, and I go, yeah, I get it.
You're right. You're
man. What? No, there is a conversation, but it's the same. It ends up being the same one. Like, I'm afraid of that happening, you know what I mean? Like, with anybody that talks about shit a lot. It's just like, and I don't want, that's why I want to kind of keep my mind open on stuff. It's like, I don't want to keep fucking rehashing the same opinion over and over again with different facts. I want to be able to hear things and opinions and maybe change my mind.
100%.
Or like, just realize I don't know everything. And only really be trying to have my strongest opinions and beliefs come with an answer. Like, I want to start almost everything off. I don't know what that says about me. It's like, I don't know how to fix this, or I don't know what the solution is. But just having a fucking saying like, this part was built wrong, it's your fault at work. And just say, well, what happened here? Oh, there was a bad chain. Just a random chain of things happened with whatever, with the boss not holding a meeting, or with something not coming down, and it just this result happened. So instead of blaming it all this down, can we just like, how can we stop this from happening again? Instead of an email chain basically talking about whose fault it was.
Yeah.
And that only just hurts. That's not going to get the thing fixed ultimately. Like, maybe it will, but I think it's a lack of leadership that the thing happened in the beginning from multiple factors. So but it's just like I said, the fact that these podcasts, they happen. Like, I don't blame Joe Rogan for having his opinion. He is a fucking rich, secluded fucking comedian.
Yeah, but
that gets to fucking look at the world in his particular way.
Yeah, but I'm not letting him off that easy.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's nothing but annoying.
I don't think you should have uneducated. I think uneducated opinions are not valid.
But
I think yes, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Not valid, it's fine.
But I think you should be responsible with your opinions.
I can only vote with my ears.
100%.
Like, I'm not going to fucking put a banner up on the 401. I'm not going to fucking, like, how far are you going to go to try to fix an opinion of a powerful person?
Just going to not listen.
You either don't vote for them if they're a fucking person, like a political person, or you just don't listen to them. You have like you have an opinion for it. You just don't. In my mind, you just say, fuck Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? What? like more of it's like, oh man, like he let me down. I used to believe in him more or whatever. Like this, no, I like now years later listening to this person, listening to Adam Carolla on the show, it's like they never changed. That's a fault of them as an entertainer that I find them repeating themselves, and I can dip in, and now you're just every show I listen to, you're talking about COVID still. Like we get it. Like we, you know what I mean? We've learned. Like, and everybody comes on is just a sycophant that doesn't really challenge him on any ideas. But then I would have missed the fucking National Geographic chick. Like, I'm going to lose out if I don't every now and then pop on and see who he had as a guest.
Are you really going to lose out?
No, because I go, but now I find myself seeing who's on, and I will cherry pick instead of just being a diehard fan. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, Justin said it the best. Justin said it the, what's that?
Which you were before.
Which I was. Yep. But like, it also helped me get healthy. It also helped me see things, but I could also see that that's the only world you live in, and you think everybody should be a fucking Marine, and you think everybody, we're not all Marines. You know what I mean? Like, we need the Marines, it's fine, but it's tough. Like I said, it's a fucking hard, because I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's not all, but it's annoying.
I mean, I might.
That's fine, but see, the same thing comes with like a Trump. Like, I mostly like annoyed. Right, but you can bring up points like, yeah, but it's nice having a strong leader, right? And somebody that has an opinion, you're not like wishy-washy. Yeah, like, okay, let's just ignore what the opinion is. But it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I can say I'm 90% or whatever the percentage is, but I want to have a conversation with you where I listen, right? And say, you know what, that's you're not full of shit. I agree. I mostly believe you believe it, right? And who am I to say like you're wrong?
You can tell me I'm wrong if I'm not educated in it.
But only if I have the answer.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I said, you have to have a reason.
Yeah,
you can't just say no because he like makes these fucking lumber tariffs and he's going to ruin the economy. It's all speculation until you can bring up an idea like, well, now they're paying so much money for fucking eggs and fucking lumber. Like, was it fucking really worth it? And then you're going to get a graph from somebody that shows you that it's worth it. You know, and stick with us and all. And like, I'm just informing myself on the golden toilet guy. And you want to bring up, this is why, so before I even get more into fucking the execution callings and shit, like that's the ultimate irresponsibility.
Yeah.
Right? Like those people, these are educated Americans who believe in freedom more than a billionaire does. Right? Like more than a billionaire who wants to build his factories with robots. These are educated lawyers who are defending fucking all of us that are just like saying, hey, you know, whatever they said. And then to call them out as fucking, like somebody's going to take that as a Charlie Kirk fucking challenge and kill somebody.
100%.
Because he told them to.
And then he's going to say, no.
He should go to jail for saying that tweet.
Yeah.
More than they should suffer any kind of consequence. They should be, like I said, they're just as American as him fighting fucking that thinks that January 6th was righteous. Right? Like that's just now a fucking whatever. It's a fucking 9/11 fucking thing that people can fucking celebrate if they want to celebrate that. Yeah. Celebrate January 6th. And it's fucking like it's not good for democracy. Like, you know what I mean? Like in my mind. Like,
I agree.
So then like what I saw today, what I was kind of curious about or whatever, and I get to see it as an experiment, is this whole New York City mayor. Right? Like it's fuck, I don't find it as the end of the world. They're not turning my New York City from whatever it is.
I don't know. I don't know much about him to have...
You know what he's like the ultimate fucking socialist type of fucking deal, right?
Yeah.
And so he's having a meeting with Trump today.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, and that's what I was seeing on the way. Like, it hadn't happened yet. It might be happening like right this minute. Like, the second most important conversation
Trump
going on today.
Trump may change his tune.
I think he will be in the room... Unless he's trying to do a fucking Zelensky fucking photo shoot.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe the Zelensky fucking photo op.
Yeah.
Like, it happened, but it was more of a strongman appearance.
Yeah.
And I don't think this little fucking socialist from New York gives a fuck. I think he wants to lean into fucking, I'm here.
But why is the mayor meeting with the president?
I don't know. That's, again, why? Because it's about, I don't know. You'll have to fucking find out. It is about something about affordable housing things or whatever the federal government in relations to the fucking mayor of New York would have to do with each other.
I mean,
so then you get, that's
one of the
perfect
most
point. Why is this even happening? Did the mayor of Oklahoma City go to fucking see him?
No, like that's the thing. Like, why? Is this more media shit?
Yes. So I didn't even think of that angle. That's, again, more, so now I don't believe any of, like, there's even less to believe in this. Right? There's more of it just a fucking, a grandstanding on both sides. And nobody's going to walk out of this meeting okay, in a real world, I hope they have an adult conversation about something, right? And then they do all their bluster and they're fucking, that side walks away thinking this and that side walks away, like their supporters think that, and then something actually really kind of happened, like a Swedish fucking airplane deal instead of, who was posing for the camera better, right? And so, but I don't know if that's real now. You just fucking made me realize this, like, holy shit, why would the fucking mayor be going there?
There's never been more of a media whore president than Donald Trump.
But that's what I'm saying, and fucking, but he doesn't. You know what I'd be more impressed with? You know what's good about like a wrestler, like a fucking shit talker, like The Rock or fucking any of them or Stone Cold, is that when they get got, they're good gift receivers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have to suck it up every now and then.
Of course.
They have to be the heel. They have to, you know what I mean? And to make the show good, they can't win every fucking time.
Yeah.
And they have to fucking, you know what I mean? Like take a apparent ego hit for the fucking, you know what I mean? The soap opera of the fucking show. And he does not know how to do that. He does not know how to do that.
No.
And that's not good for business. Like there's no humbleness, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to go hat in hand humble, but you have to be like we just talked about, like, you know what I mean? But
he probably also thinks looking weak is not good for business.
But he also thinks like that there has to be a loser in a deal. He's written about this.
Yeah, and
there has to be a loser in the deal. But that's what I'm saying. So, like, all he can do is fucking call for people's executions like a fucking dictator and bring martial law to cities.
Yeah.
It's the most
all of a sudden is okay.
But yeah, that's the worst. This is like, whatever you can say about like our immigrant, like what's going on here, we're not in martial law.
No, not at all. It's funny because I think I mentioned this. Obama was doing like a little talk, a speech, and then he said, could you imagine if I would have called the military in Chicago? Could you imagine what they would have said to me or they would have done to me?
There would have been pickup trucks full of fucking
fuck
Trudeau fucking gun-loving fucks.
100%. Because look, Trudeau called it in Montreal, not even martial law, but he forced the truckers out of Montreal. That fucking right.
I know, yeah.
And they said that this guy, even Joe Rogan said, look at this freaking communist, blah, 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 blah. And this guy has done it in like, what, 2 states now? 3 states?
That truckle thing is like, that's a complicated fucking...
Insane.
So we also, you know what I mean? Like, again, we lived through all that kind of thing. And there's like, it's not one side is 100% right than the other.
Of course.
But we agreed, like, these fucking truckers are not on the right side. Or well, at the time, I don't know if you think that now. But
I mean, you closed down businesses. People were out of jobs. Businesses lost money.
And another thing that's kind of annoying to our American friends is when I hear them complain about like what they have to do if they're coming here to work for like a show or do something and like, oh my God, the Canadian customs, and can you fucking believe how tough it is to get? Try being a Canadian getting into America.
Right.
Like it's just exact same. It's what you complain about, what you want to have happen, but they just want to travel across our border like it's nothing.
And then they say, well, yeah, you're bringing fentanyl all over, so you need to have stronger customs. Buddy, you just complained about it. 90% of you guys can't even get in
That's
here.
What
Number
I mean.
one.
And so they
like,
think,
what are you talking about?
But it's the same as that other. So whatever. Like it's all so annoying. But it's all. What I have to do is just not realize it's fact. And the more loud the voice is, it's more annoying. And but it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like you watch these like a reality show and you see these people kind of go into something, and all of them, no matter who they are a bit of a fucking trying to be a fame whore.
Yeah.
You're not. You know what I mean? You might like the show. You might like it, but you don't mind being on TV. You don't mind doing that. And some of them are going in there. They're going to get into a relationship so they can get the audience, you know what I mean? Like on their side or whatever it is. These other big brothers, the audience votes them out. So it's fucking different. So a lot of them do things to try to get the audience, you know what I mean? Like shit disturber or something to make the audience kind of like them. So no matter if your housemates like you or not, you're not going to get voted out because the public. And so you can be accused of doing fake shit, of having a fake opinion just so you're the right wing guy. Oh, you're the left wing fucking left wing whatever. Oh, you're having a relationship with this fucking dorky looking guy because you want the public to think you're, you know what I mean? Like a love interest. And then you can get caught. So you can see like, oh, there's a bit of truth in that. You see them get all fucking up in arms like, no, that would never be me. And then the ugly guys all of a sudden question like, why the fuck is this hot chick all over me? Yeah. And then it's just like, yeah, man, like there is some truth into what this other guy said. So like I said, anybody that's tweeting those fucking graphs or JD Vance has opinion on it, like they want to they're trying to give their supporters something, and that's what I have to look at. It's not for me to look at.
On a side note, you know, if I was on Big Brother, I think I would probably play a social game. I think I would not try to play. I'm naturally competitive, and I would like to compete. But at the end of the day, if I don't have to hurt my knees or my back and I can just socially float through the game as far as I can, then start winning stuff when I have to, be like, oh, I won the veto. I'm so surprised, even though I know I could have beat somebody. I think that is the way I would have gone in Big Brother.
I appreciate your, so this, there's no question that you have just thought that out.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no question that you think that is a strategy.
100%.
I would suggest you get a pen and paper or your phone or tablet and write down the different strategies you would think about before going on, because I think that's what you like about these shows. Like, good luck.
Yeah. It's hard.
You have to be who you are.
No,
if you
I can't.
If you go in there thinking, yeah, but then you're going to blow up. Because it's too hard to. You have to be a true sociopath to fake who you are for that long.
I don't know if I would fake who I am, but I would suppress who I am in certain situations. I would try to suppress. Being competitive is a hard thing to do.
Let's imagine this little area here is the diary room.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would suppress. You go in the diary room and you would be, holy fuck.
Absolutely.
Blah, 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 blah. And then that release would release that person. You would now walk back out. You would have to put this fucking veneer back on and you'd be like, and you would be stifled.
It would suck, yeah.
The difference between you in the diary room and you and those people, that have this fucking strategy, never works.
But that's only because, and I figured it out, I have the key to success in Big Brother. You cannot play the social game all the way through. It does not work. You have to play the early game. I believe the early game is a social game. In Big Brother, the early game is a social game when there's so many people and you can disappear and do that. Once you start getting close to the halfway mark, like jury type situation, you have to start winning stuff. You have to start being more cutthroat. But in the early game, you got to try to get through, weasel your way through the mess and let everybody take each other out. I think that's the best way to play it.
Yeah, that's obviously, like, you're not the first one to come up with a good idea.
But I'm the first one who would do it.
No, yes, finally. The fact that this is a blind spot on your not self-worth. It's not self-worth. It's like you're fine there. It's not. It's like what you present to people. Like, you actually really don't know what we think of you.
No, I don't.
You don't. But also, you don't know how you act around other people. You can assume. Okay, so let's just talk. I've told you you're a great team leader.
Yeah,
you're a team builder, and now you've been a good leader here. Like, you have zero choice in your life. I dare you to think of a situation where you're not putting yourself in a leadership position. Like, as a parent, okay, you're constantly doing it. You challenge, you and your wife.
Fair.
Selena's great because she sees right through your bullshit. It's fun to watch her just roll her eyes at you, but she just mostly takes it. You know what I mean? And because she's not as much of a needs to be the leader type, I don't think. She can quietly lead.
Yeah.
Right? And then, but you at work, you couldn't just be a welder. At airport, I don't know, but you just couldn't be a crew member. You have to you don't want to you want people to know how good you are.
So basically you're telling me I'm going to put a target on my back.
You're going to want to lead. You're never going to.
That's a bad idea.
I know, but that's what happens to you people. That's what
and that's why we're out freaking in the first 3 times.
The best example. These are the Survivor ones where these people are fucking like construction builders or fucking marine engineers, and they go, okay, how do we build a shelter? And they all just fucking like kind of cross their arms. I can't tell them how good I am at this. They all fight their instincts, like, because you don't want to be the fucking guy saying, grab those vines, do this. You might know everything you're doing, but you're just going to come across as, man, this guy's bossy. Man, this guy. But you're going to be like watching them put the fucking structural beam across, and you're going to have to fight them to tell them they're doing it wrong. And I bet you could do it for about a minute. Like, a couple days, but your instincts, you're going to have conversations with these people, and you're going to want to fucking steer them in your way. And you're going to think you're part of a group, but other people are going to look at you like you're leading the group. You can't. I don't want it's a good thing. You can have a conversation. You don't lead most of these conversations, right? That's because I like to talk.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a silent partner whatsoever. It's not
100% silent.
What'd you say? So the fact that you can't, it's like, it's different. You know what I mean? Like, this is not. But you're never going to. You're never going to not share your opinion. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to walk away saying, no, we have to agree on this. You know what I mean? The whole show is a conversation. You have conversations with people. There is no agenda, right? Like it's just a conversation. But when you're on the game, you are trying to keep people on your side.
That is true.
Right? And so you just imagine the little crew you have at work. How did you get them there? You made it, whatever group you're in has something in common, and it's probably you. If I go to the Christmas party and I'm going to be like, have my individual with a lot of different people, but I'm not going to join it. I'm not going to get a gang together. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to fucking form many fucking different groups. You got your safety group. You got your fucking foreman's group. You got your fucking, this fucking social committee group.
Don't forget the Indian group.
You got your fucking Indian crew. Like your team leader. Like they look up to you for some, for some
reason.
We know that. But it's like for things, they come for you for that. Like you can't help but want to be that. Well, and so how did you all of a sudden change that? That's why every cop that goes into those shows pretends they're not a cop.
That's true,
right?
Yeah.
Like, but how it fails almost every time. You can watch.
Only one cop has ever won.
But it's not because they told him they were a cop.
Yeah, and he kept his secret all the way to the end.
Right, and that's a fucking thing. Lawyers, they can't tell them they're a lawyer.
Yeah,
because they're going to think fucking what. I don't even know why. I don't even understand why the cop. Because that's not fair to them. They're just going to know. A cop is going to want to know what's going on. A lawyer's just too observant to fucking just like, oh, really? You didn't know that? Oh, that's fucking, either you're lying to me or I don't believe you.
Yeah.
And then other people, I would imagine you'd be the type of player that everybody's fucking, yeah, okay, Brian. And then afterwards, it's like, God damn, this Brian guy. He really wants fucking Chuck out. And like fucking Chuck hasn't done nothing to me. I like Chuck. And like fucking, you know what I mean? Like whatever.
Let's backdoor this motherfucker.
Yeah, this fucking guy. No. And then, this guy's too good. Oh, look at how we can get the fucking gangs together.
So I can't be on Big Brother or something.
Yeah, like, because you would need to be a bit of a fucking, you have to play too, like, you know what I mean? Like, too middle of the road-ish.
Well, I'll have my fantasy, Jay.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you could try. You know what? I don't even want to fucking, I don't want to jinx it. I don't even know how to fucking say it. So we might, I know you don't watch it, there's a chance we might know somebody who might be on Amazing Race Canada.
Really?
Yeah. I told you about... the doctor that works with Tammy, her daughter was like for the Raptors, Savannah Hamilton, and she did sideline things. She's doing a whole bunch. She doesn't do that gig anymore, but she's doing like tons of different gigs. Like she's got fucking lots of different sponsorships or whatever. And they called her like about a week or so ago and asked her would she be interested in going on Amazing Race Canada.
She should say yes.
Well, it depends on her schedule. Like depends on what
schedule. This is something you don't want to pass this type of stuff.
No,
up.
she's really going to like if it all works out. They asked her like, would you be okay with skydiving? Would you be okay with something like this?
Fuck yeah.
And she's like, yeah. So it's not a given. I mean, but I can't imagine watching somebody I know on these fucking
that'd
shows.
Be crazy,
right? That's fucking crazy. So I don't even know why I brought that up.
I had that one girl I met on Big Brother a couple times.
Yeah, she was a cop.
She was a cop.
Yeah, I remember
she got put up pretty early.
Yeah, she could not hide who she was.
No.
Right? Like, again, like, I don't, like, so I think that's, like, who you would be. That's what, you know what I mean? Like, what I do want to say out again for you, we talked about last week, whatever, is just confirming you are a great, and talk to Tammy about this, she wants you to know, you are a great gift giver and a amazing gift receiver.
Thank you.
Yeah, whenever we've given you something or whatever, like you're fucking fully enthusiastic. You fucking like can't wait to open. Like you when we talked about last week, you are you'll be getting more gifts. You know what I mean? Like you deserve what you get. Like it's fun to fucking do. I guess the last thing I was like thinking about, having talked for a while, is how the kids doing. Like
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I know we have a Kai piano recital to come up to in a couple weeks.
It's coming up.
No, what's funny is we were just talking now and how we're going to get to and from our Christmas party, which Tammy realized is the day before Kai's recital. So she can't wait to see how hungover you are for fucking Kai's recital.
So Selena's been bringing it up and saying, like, you got to be prepared because Kai's thing is tomorrow and you don't want to be hungover, throwing up. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but shit, I'm not going to not drink.
It's not going to be a factor, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's not. That's a problem. Once you get to these fucking kind of things, you can't stop.
It's not usually those are the times that you actually get the worst hangovers, right? Like usually I'm okay after drinking a lot. Usually I'm okay, like, and I'm ready to go. Like even for work, I'm ready to go for work. If I drink on Sunday night and I'm like smashed, and I have a hangover on Monday, I'm ready to go by work time.
Do you even remember what it's like? Because you work nights, so you don't fucking have to wake up early for the hangover.
No,
Your hangover must be gone.
I remember when I used to come to work after Sunday night drinking, and I would be throwing up on my way to work, like in the car wash by our work. I'd pull over, and I'm just oh my goodness, it's been terrible. So those days are gone, thank God. I haven't been hungover at work since I've been on this shift.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of hard.
It's amazing.
That's fucking perfect. Then, so I know that's coming up. So he's doing he's doing like a way harder like he's. Can you hear how good can you hear the progression in him or anything?
In the song, he progresses pretty quickly in certain sections of the song as he practices throughout the week.
Does he like have a practice like schedule at home?
No, we just get to a part, we practice that part, and if he's proficient in it, we go to the next part of the song. Right now we're a little behind, so I think we kind of started a little late on this song. It's a lot more difficult. But he's doing okay. He's doing pretty good.
It can't be nothing but cool to like I said, it was so fun watching it. So it's different for us because we're just gonna go pop, pop. You know what I mean? Like hear from that fucking version to this version, however many months later. So it's weird because I'm expecting a jump. You know what I mean? Like I know he's been doing it. I don't know if I'm setting myself up. You know what I mean? Like he's only that good type of thing. Like I would never say. You know what I mean? But I'm wondering because. Yeah, like I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm easily impressed with all the other kids. Yeah. So it's not like I just don't know.
You might be surprised. This song is a lot harder than Fear Elise. This song is way harder than that song.
The thing that he gets almost like an automatic A for is just going up there.
Oh yeah.
Like playing a fucking piano, like the guts to do it. And I know he's fighting all the nerves.
And I said it like before you went the first time, there's a lot of people there.
Oh yeah.
It is not an empty church.
No.
It is packed. So I don't know. I would be nervous to do it.
For sure. And no matter if you're going first, it's that like some kids are hit or miss or whatever, but some kids are like whatever, like I said, hit, and you're just like, fuck, I gotta go up after that. Or you know what I mean? Like I don't even know. So A for effort for doing that, and it's just like so different. We enjoyed it. But we haven't seen Sire play basketball for a while.
Yeah.
And he was I guess it's just like, I don't know, like not having a kid or even knowing anything. I'm sure a lot of parents out there listen to know these things. Like it's like the quagmire of kids sports. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like getting him into the right program or that program getting cut or all that. So it seems like he's kind of, it's plateaued a little bit. Not his progression, I don't know. But his opportunity hasn't seemed to be there like it was before or when he first started.
Things are going on. It's hard to get him into like a rep league because of his age, mostly, right? But he doesn't play his age group right now.
So
that's the thing.
He's been doing this 3-on-3 for most of the time.
Yeah.
Like most of the recent time.
Yes.
Do you think that's made him better? As
for
a
sure.
person? Yeah.
I think it made him realize how much harder the game is. We thought 3-on-3 would be easier for him, having so much space, but it's a lot harder for him to... I honestly think it's the kids. They're a lot bigger than him and whatnot.
Is it because it's like one-on-one defense against him? What's the hardest part for him now?
It is mostly one-on-one defense, but it's hard for people to defend him one-on-one when he's doing the right things. I think most of what's stopping him is himself. The fact that he's just not mentally mature enough to make basketball decisions. You know what I mean? He's only 7.
Is that a good reason then that they have this age problem? You know what I mean? Like even though it's like frustrating, like that's almost admitting that he's actually not old enough to do some of these things.
I don't think he's old enough to do rep. So I wouldn't, even when he's been offered to do into rep, I would say he's not ready for rep.
Because that's one of the last places we left. I know not really, but that was one of the last like positive signs of you know what I mean? He was going to get repped and he was going to get in there and people recognized that, like, you know what I mean? Like giving him better coaching is just going to make him better. Yeah. He's one of the, you know what I mean? Like special younger kids. So kind of make an exception for him.
He does practice with that same still rep coach.
Yeah.
Who is doing like he hasn't announced it, so I don't know if I should say it, but he's doing like a big thing next year. But he's still so now it's more of a training thing with them. He's not playing with the rep team because that guy doesn't have his rep team anymore. So now he does like a training. And he said that Sire is way more advanced than his age. Like the things he does, dribbling with his left hand, doing like left-sided layups and being as quick as he is like, I have this, Selena sent me this video from his training and he's talking to a kid who's like maybe like 4 years older than Sire, and he's saying you can't even keep up with him. He's like, you gotta step it up. This kid is way advanced for his age, and you need to be at least up to what he's doing. And a lot of the kids in that group cannot keep up with Sire's natural ability.
Yeah, that's definitely
not
the way.
Mental maturity. Right?
So yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess that's great having him as an example, like for that side. And I guess it's just like time going to make that maturity happen.
Yeah, I think it's time and experience. It's hard because Sire, he's actually really good, and they say every like one-on-one coach. We had this other coach, the trainer. He asked me to send him videos of Sire, and I sent him, and he's like, "This kid is obviously going to be a college player, easily going to be a college." So everybody recognized that he's at his age special in basketball. I think he's just an athlete in general. But in basketball, he's special. So everybody's already recognizing this, but they're just waiting for that. I think mental immaturity is.
Sorry.
The guy said like Sire, if once Sire gets to like 10, he will likely be unstoppable in his age group.
Do you think I think it'll be something like a switch that goes off where he like kind of just like sees it differently.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it becomes a way like. Yeah, like it like slows down in a way for him.
That's what I was gonna say. They say in basketball, when the game slows down for you, that's it. Like SGA right now, the game's probably in slow motion for him.
Yeah, I think the best example again is Djokovic.
Yeah,
like he's just his physicality just allows him to have that kind of slow motion to the game, and when it's the difference between like him and Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
I'm not still young.
He's young. Like a wild little fucking like dandelion out there, just flailing around and just like whatever, trying to prove himself. Right? Like the thing, Sire's the type of person. I mean, I don't know if it's like you inherited this. Right? I don't know if it's his age or a shortness thing or like, you know what I mean. It's like because he's young and he's shorter than most of the kids. That's like, he needs to prove himself that he deserves to be out there. I don't even know if he can voice it like that.
Yeah, I don't think he can, but you do see it in him that he doesn't want to be off the court. He doesn't want to he just wants to win the game and have the ball.
Does he still have the, and I'm sure this is just a stupid question, does he still have like the same enthusiasm for practice and like going to the drop-ins? And it hasn't just become monotonous to him or whatever.
Yeah, it's just a way of life.
Is he still dribbling downstairs like fucking 100 times or 1,000 times?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he still does his base every day. He does a bat.
One of the things I noticed over the last year, maybe like since he got the computer for Christmas, maybe it's just like he's playing more video games this year than last year.
He plays more video games.
Is that a age thing, or is that like some like kind of newer? Like, how do you? I'm not saying like it's going to replace the basketball world or sports world.
Yeah.
But it's taken some time out of it.
For sure. But he will never you could easily get him off the computer by saying, let's go do basketball.
Perfect.
Unless he's playing online and he's in the middle of a game. But he will come out. He's the only one who comes out that room randomly, just to do random. He'll come out and come talk shit because that's the type of kid
he's had enough gaming for a while.
Yeah.
When I think about it, it's probably just a different. He's probably always gamed. Now he just games more on the computer.
Yeah.
Like he would probably be sitting on the couch on the fucking tablet.
They don't even charge their tablets anymore.
Really? Eh?
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, Sire's he's starting his new thing in a couple weeks, and that basketball is going to be hopefully.
So is that a game? Like he's still doing practice now?
Yeah, the games
because we haven't seen him play for a while. Like I was just
the games don't start till January.
Wow.
Yeah. So
see, I feel for him that he hasn't had real games.
Yeah, the 3-on-3 has been a disaster because people haven't been showing up. I discussed this with you
so much.
Yeah, it's been a disaster. So it doesn't even seem like it's going to be a whole championship thing. So
how do parents do that?
It's annoying.
Like, what's the fucking lesson learned in that?
You know what I mean? Bad.
Like, that's like we're talking about fucking other thing. Like that's a horrible trait to fucking pass on.
Yep. You don't have to finish anything.
I had it given to me. It wasn't instilled in me that I had to finish everything I started.
Is it obvious? You? Is it obvious to you?
I know it as a thing, but it's not instilled to me like it is to you and Tammy. Like I know Tammy grew up with you fucking started gymnastics, you started swim lessons, you're fucking finishing it. I quit hockey. Yeah. I quit on everything. You know what I mean? Like I just quit. I'm not blaming anybody, but it wasn't instilled to me to fucking just do that.
Yeah.
I got by in school. I did not have to get straight A's or, you know what I mean? I wasn't made to do anything. Mm-hmm. It was a different, like whatever, just a different, I feel like it was just a different time or whatever. But no, it was just not. It wasn't given to me. Whatever I have that in now is I had to learn it.
Yeah.
So watching Marcel talk about his kid in hockey, and it's like, it's okay if a random time like 7 kids don't show up, you know, for like they're sick or it's Christmas holidays or something shit. But every week, to have it happen in the middle of fucking October, it's like it's criminal for the kids that show up.
100%. I really try to instill Sire going.
Oh no, they have that.
We're always the first ones in the gym when we go to basketball. Any gym we go, any league he's always in the first one there. Like even the 3-on-3, the lights are off in the gym when we get there. The janitor has to turn it on. So I want him to be that type of player. I want him to be the Kobe type of player, first there, last out. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's a good thing to instill. I think it's good.
I think that'll do wonders for him. He's not such an asshole.
Well, he might have that too, but you're going to inherit everything from you. So everything, good and bad. You know, I'm not saying you got it from somewhere too. So we're kind of missing that. We haven't seen him play. Like I said,
I think you guys should come to the next league. This league is just a disaster.
No, I am kind of waiting it out. Like I'm not happy with what I've kind of heard this, and it's kind of like all jumbled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There wasn't no. Whatever you want to say about the other one, you guys never really said anything negative about it, that jump thing or whatever. Like, It was organized pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, they had all the games going on, the gyms, the fucking you know what I mean? Like, you could see how hard, like, it's easy to miss how hard it is to have that all run so smoothly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's just so much working parts going on with just random fucking volunteer fucking kids, like basically running the thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And how it was so.
Well, my deciding factor was the fact that they have T-shirts and not jerseys, so we need to find a place with actual basketball jerseys, which we did.
So important. It's important. So, your son is even more like. Has the potential to be even more styling than you, because I don't know if you had his fashion sense at his age, because he is kind of particular about what he wears.
More like Kai at his age.
Not give a fuck.
Yeah,
I've stayed the same way. I'm wearing what I don't fucking give a fuck right now. So we are kind of missing that, but I was curious. We haven't had an update for him for a bit, and I do think it sucks that he hasn't had that opportunity for it for however long. So I guess we talked a little bit more. So are you are looking forward to like our Christmas party? I'm assuming.
Of course.
Why?
I just enjoy it.
Why?
I like getting drunk.
Okay, so do I, but I don't like as much getting drunk there.
I like getting drunk there. I've always had a good experience. I haven't had a bad experience yet.
That's true.
Right? So maybe that's when it'll change.
I've had a couple, yeah.
But I like being able to talk shit to people that I can't really talk to on a. Well, I mean, I guess I talk shit to everybody, but like, I don't know. I just like shooting the shit like that.
You don't find any like stifleness to it? Like, you don't get any kind of anxiety at it at all?
No, not really. No.
I do. Like, it's already like 2 weeks. I'm not. I shouldn't, and it only adds to it. Like, it's not a. There's way more positive out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I can get out of it or whatever. But I'm just like, how do I handle this like Sean thing?
Oh yeah.
See, now you just made it fucking worse.
Think about that. I can't wait to see how that plays.
See, now you're even more looking forward to it. Are you? I don't care. I'm not even accusing. Yeah. Have you told people that this is a situation?
Nope.
I don't care, bro.
No,
if the Alvin knows of this, I know you will. Okay, that's fine.
I don't. I mean, maybe Alvin knows, possibly.
Like, I'm fine with it.
But I don't know. I don't remember telling anybody. I don't really tell people. I don't think
you would either. That's why I'm fine.
Tell people our shit mostly.
I'm sure you mostly. I'm sure you
mostly. That's the caveat.
I'm sure you don't, but it's so funny. Like, it's fucked, but it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's worthwhile telling somebody. I trust you anyway, so it's not like I'm accusing you of anything. Yeah. I'm just curious. I'm just curious on how many other people know. Because, like, Sammy knows.
Oh, he does?
Oh, Sammy knows exactly. Like, he's...
did you tell him, or did he just...
I've told him.
Oh, you told him?
Like, I've told... So he doesn't know as much as... He doesn't know how much I think about it, I guess, or thought about it. He doesn't know about, like, the last time that I didn't take the opportunity to fix it, like, in the yard or whatever it was. And then, like, I walked away just like, I realized I just doubled down on this. You know what I mean? Like... I think part of it is like I could like just squash it, and I could have, and it's just now it's even worse. And even if I can find a situation where it gets all fixed or whatever, it's just like I don't want to do it.
Squash it?
I don't want to deal with it.
Well, you know what?
You know what I mean? Like I should squash it, I guess.
I don't know. I think I'm kind of as annoyed as you are.
Are you provoking the situation?
A little bit. If I'm being honest, I don't want you to squash it. If I really don't. But
are you just okay?
Because it's not something I would do. I would make an example out of other people. Or if I was going to make an example out of you, like, Alvin, for example, he said, make an example out of me if you have to.
Yeah,
like, I don't
that's
care.
fine.
But I'm not going to, they're not my first choice to go make an example. I'm not making an example out of certain people. So to me, I think that's fucked up. There's so many other people you could have done that to. You don't really have relationships.
And like I said,
to.
like I watch fucking Ravi the painter walk around with no glasses
That's
all day,
what
and
I'm
I'm just
saying.
like, every time it gets me.
That's what I'm saying.
So I would be lying to myself when I kind of want to fix this. I do think it's a character fault that I don't want to fix it. Like I do think there's like I'm just like whatever making it worse when I don't have to, but it'll always not be the same.
I think you will fix it though.
I know because I'm there.
Yeah.
Like and it's the proper thing to do.
And if I catch you guys fixing it, I'm gonna throw some
But
pepper
I don't
on it.
I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like yeah, by that time it won't matter.
I see you and Sean talking. You're like, yeah, you know, and you guys are laughing together. I'm like, Sean, I'm not wearing my safety glasses. You should write me up.
Yeah, that's not going to work. You know what I mean? Like by that point,
no, they're not going to take me serious.
no, that's your fault. Nobody takes like I'm taking. Like I said, like I know, I appreciate you like being on my side here, but I just like
I don't think you should.
I don't need to. So, but this is one of the things I'm fucking thinking about. It's none of the other fucking shit. Like I normally don't. I can sit amongst a few other fucking people, like laugh. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is. I can find my spot to fucking be with. But that initial, even right now, I'm just even picturing that with nothing to do with Sean. Walking into the place, okay, who's sitting where? Where do I want to put my jacket? Who am I going to want to fucking sit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a dedicated crew to who I'm going to want to fucking hang out with.
Sammy.
I can, yeah, but he might be sitting with somebody else, like somewhere else I can't like fit in or whatever, right? Like, there is Danny, like fucking Marcel
He's not
fucking.
going.
What?
Danny's not
that's
going.
Hilarious. See, so I don't want to be
and
that
I gave
person.
him problems. I was like, yo, why are you not going again?
Yeah, I don't want to be that person.
You don't want to not go. I was going to ask you, would you ever just not
the
go?
optics are not, there's way more to lose by not going.
But does it change now that the company is so much bigger?
I would lose. I have nothing to lose.
Because they do watch that stuff. They do notice these.
Yeah, there's too much to gain. My problem is people like our fucking stock boy in there. He's going to think that he gains a lot by being whoever he thinks he is at the fucking Christmas party.
Yeah.
Right? Like whatever people like about him, whatever fucking social thing it is, like I'm sure people are going to change their opinion on him or whatever. But it's like, oh yeah, he's part of the team, the management team or whatever. And I give him all that. And I see right through something like that. I just see like you're gaining the system. Like you're not even that. It's not that. But I recognize that they want that. They want people to be excited about being part of the team.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's but it's just as easy to say this is a fucking brainwashed corporate fucking ideal, but nobody cares. Like it's you're screaming into the fucking wind.
I think
I don't want to look at it like
top
that.
management people, they want it to be a team. I think
know
nobody else cares.
No, but that's the appearance. You're not going to notice.
Appearance.
You're never going to get noticed for being there. You're only going to get noticed for not going.
Yep.
Like if I don't show up, it's going to be like there's going to be able to be a realistic thought that's going to be truth to a lot of people going, oh, man, he's taking the safety glasses thing too far. Or, like, they're not going to be, we miss Jay. It's be like,
Fridays and the Christmas party?
No, see, that's fun. Nobody cares about Ali made a fucking slight comment about when we're like, tomorrow's a holiday. And I'm like, no, for me, not you. And so, but also, like, they don't care. They're fucking over the company way more than I am.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, like I said, I get paranoid because I like it so much or whatever, but that's not... That, yeah, so you're saying that because you know that's a thought in my head.
Yeah,
I know that's not a real thought. I recognize that Friday thing is just between me and my supervisor, whatever it is. However it gets changed, whatever it does, it is
now
the thing.
It's a norm.
That's what I'm so...
Yeah, he's not here Fridays.
So you're fucking complicating the story here. By adding the Friday and the not fucking to the party.
I can complicate it more.
Nobody's saying the Friday part out loud.
Oh, no.
They're just saying, he's like, why isn't he here? He's not part of the team anymore. I'm on board for all their fucking shit. I don't want them to think I'm fighting anything anymore. Like they don't care. I'm not going to I joke about the welding machines and the notches in the thing as a thing. It's like, I'm never going to I told you this would happen because it's already happening. Nobody wants to hear that anymore. The team mentality is, how do we fix it from here? How did this happen? Oh, I can't believe you didn't. You know what I mean? Like hanging on to the one or two ideas that I had that were right about in this company situation instead of just agreeing with whatever the decision of the day is only a negative on me.
Yep.
And it'll only be perceived as that. So basically, I'm going for perception why. I'm not going there to have a good time. I feel in a way I'm forced to go.
So are you going to stay longer?
So now that's my other thing.
Yeah.
Like almost the same thing comes. If I leave right away, I almost might as well not have shown up.
Yeah, you cannot leave when everybody leaves.
No, that's the problem. No. There's been
which you don't do.
Of course, and this is how I stay grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Like, I get to just be who I am and get there, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's going to question anything if I just stay the course. If I fucking let Sunil fucking have his fucking yearly fucking speech about me, if I can fucking just get through whatever's going to happen with fucking Sean, like, these are add-ons for this year only. But other things come, like the whole anxiety, again, I could talk to fucking anybody and everybody. I just like being forced into this fucking position with everybody else who's kind of just doesn't want to be there either, right? Other than you and the fucking top management fucking people who love this team aspect of it.
Yep.
And it's like fucking, you have to pretend that we're all you there. Nobody wants to see a fucking forced person there. It's a bad optic.
Yeah.
So I'm not that. You've never seen me as that type of person.
100%.
I want to be fucking, I appreciate it. Thanks for the fucking drinks and the fucking food. Thanks for the great year. We'll fucking, keep it going. Like, I can't, it only looks bad if I fucking stay. So now,
yeah.
But my desire, I don't want to, I want the rest of my day to be for me and what I want to do. I don't want to come home smashed at 5:30. And I think this is why.
AM?
What?
AM?
I got to see a piano recital the next day. I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's not worth it for me to hang out with everybody at work for that long. Mm-hmm. Like, I drink more and faster. It's a nervous fucking drinking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get comfortable real quick. And it's just like, this is fucking how I do it. And then it gets away from me. And then I fucking can just be... I feel like I'm just not that comfortable being this hammered there. It works out every time. Like, I remember, you know what I mean? Like, whenever Tammy picked, it's all good. But my worst fears is I'm just going to try to drink myself comfortable, and then come fucking 4 o'clock, 5:30, I'm fucking way too fucking hammered. And it's happened a couple of times over the last 20 years, so it informs me that it can happen every time if I'm not looking out for it.
Are you taking shots this year?
What happens if... So this is the most ridiculous thing Brian does. Well, you people have heard him for a while. So last year, I was trying... Like, it was last year or the year before. Let's go with last year. I had these same inner monologues. I'm like, fucking just go there and sip your beer as long as possible. My goal was to have my beer, and nobody cares. As long as you got a drink in front of you, nobody's going to fucking question whatever's going on.
That's true.
And we're all adults
Except
here too,
me.
people, if you hear that. But anyway, and so I'm like, just trying to sip it, and I'm a glutton. I love it, and it's all good. So it's so hard.
Yeah.
And definitely by the second one, it's the third one is impossible to sip. You're just, you know what I mean? They plowing them back. So I'm sipping away. And then I look at the bar, and somebody who, like, one of the people, I don't know their names or whatever it is, I see that they're drinking a Heineken Zero. And I'm like, God damn. I'm like, I wonder if I could get away with drinking Heineken Zero. Like, this is my idea. This is who the people I know is. Like, if somebody I know...
Oh, God, Jay.
Present company. If somebody I know sees me drinking a Heineken Zero, there's way more questions to be answered than fucking I'm going to want to deal with. And so I'm like, but this is a way that you can look like you're drinking and nobody's going to be fucking questioning you. And I'm like, should I get in a glass? I'm fucking thinking that. And I'm like, I just didn't have the guts to not be called out on drinking non-alcoholic beer. But this is how anxious I feel about it. I'm thinking, fuck.
Out, Jay.
And then I'm fucking like, see? And so I'm like, fucking, this is way more problems than it's worth. But I'm like, you go, buddy. You fucking, so then I confided into you, and I told you this exact feeling I was having. And after you got over the initial shock of me actually considering it, you were like, you realize the only reason he's drinking zero alcohol is because he's an alcoholic. And I'm like, first of all, I don't get that. Being in a bar drinking non-alcoholic beer, if you're an alcoholic, you're a fucking arsonist, just barely striking the match, right? Like, fuck you.
Thank God these are wet, dipping it in water.
Oh my God, it's fucking kerosene.
Yeah.
And so that guy failed at his fucking quest, right?
100%.
Like, not that day, maybe that day, I don't know. He might have even been that day partly. He was.
That was the day it all went downhill.
So I looked at that as like a move. So yeah, I'm right now. I'm trying to plan on what I'm going to do. We talked before. I'm not even sure how I was going to get there. I'm not even sure how I'm going to get home.
Neither am I.
Yeah, well, you don't care so much.
Yeah, because
you're planning on being there for the fucking long haul. Like, you don't even have an end date.
I don't know how I'm getting there.
Yeah,
getting home can be solved.
Yeah, like I just even told you, I've never been in an Uber. I would even call it an old school taxi cab.
Yeah, what the heck?
And so I know there's these options. I'm trying not to have these ridiculous thoughts. Like they're there, but I'm just like fucking like it's not like none of it is like you never heard me go, yay, we're having a Christmas party.
Yeah. But it's a great time though.
But that's the telling time. But the fact that that's what I said is the most truthful thing.
Yeah.
None of the other shit matters. Like obviously I'm the one who has to get over it. I could not go. I mean, there's lots of options open to me in this free country.
And you've been going for years.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to.
You can say decades, actually.
Yeah, you can. Like even from way back. Like I've been there fucking since 1988.
Exactly.
Like I took a time off, but those Christmas parties were fucking bang. Those Christmas parties, I had nothing to fear. I got like. My life is nowhere near as good as it is now back then, but my it's not even have responsibilities. The way I feel about these social situations has changed. The way I fit into these social situations has changed. Like just growing up in this company in a way and fucking seeing that, it's just like I do have all these relationships and see it, but it's so really work related.
Yeah. That
it has to stay there. The mixing up of it, I can play the game. Like I'm good, you know what I mean? I'm grandfathered in.
100%.
So for me to just cut that off like it's Danny, that's like it's just way more noticeable.
100%.
It's not going to but it's not making Danny's life at work any easier.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
And so why would I do that to myself? Like that's why it's almost a real thing. It's why we get paid to go. Like we get 4 hours worth of pay or whatever like that.
Yep.
And I see why everybody's just like, yeah, okay, I gotta go. It's like really mostly I don't know. I wonder if mostly I'm the person that wants to go, or if I'm mostly the person that has enough of a relationship with everybody that's staying to be able to stay there. If nothing, if my alcohol intake be damned, if I was like just drinking water the whole time and just being like a social butterfly, like I could stay there for the whole night too. I can talk to everybody if have a party, but I don't want to. Like I don't want my night. I would have been a wasted day for me to hang out with everybody for the whole day instead of chilling back at home.
Which you do every other day.
No, I get it, but I don't.
I'm just asking.
No. They're not. Yeah. But I'm not looking forward to it. Like doing something.
So if you could not go, you would not go.
If I could not go, I would not go. So I don't know. So saying it out loud, like missing having a drink with Nicole.
1 day a year. 1 day a year.
Yeah, but like, okay, if Sammy's there just because he has to be, and I can have a way better time talking to Sammy outside of work, playing cards with him or doing anything else, that we'd really like to do. We're just like, we can make do with the best situation we are when we're at work. We're just making do with this, like having a Caesar salad and a beer at a fucking bar. He can't wait to get out of there, so I can't really enjoy my time here with him. Like Danny's fucking in and out. Like Marcel is good enough. Chris, I'm fine with, but he's
gone right away.
He can't stand being there, and he's more. But I like talking with him.
Yeah,
like having those things. Tariq, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, who am I going to fucking like? I'm not going to be able to talk to you like this here.
Yeah,
like I can. We could sneak it. Have it there. I can fucking talk with Alvin and learn some new things about him and see how things are going. Last year, I loved talking with Nate. Having fucking, Like I can do that. So I like being that person. So there is some enjoyment of that. I will enjoy that part of it for however long it goes.
That's the part I enjoy.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it all day. I don't know. You know what? I don't know why I can hear myself hanging on to it too long.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear myself kind of like whatever, wishing it to an existence. If I say it so loud, then it's going to really be. But I don't know. Like it's kind of my default.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see the party that bad. I've been to some bad Christmas parties, awkward ones, workplace ones, and this one is just not even close to as bad as the ones that I've been to. This is probably the better one that I've been to.
I'm accentuating my awkwardness. You said
awkward. Yeah, yes. No, that's the thing.
Like, no, I don't need to.
And I don't understand why you're so awkward around. Now it's a little understandable because half the people we don't even know. Right?
Yeah, but I'm fine. Yeah, that's so.
But when you know everybody, like even when I started, I knew everybody. You knew everybody. Did you still want to go at those times? Was that 7 years ago?
No, I kind of still had this kind of feeling. There was less of an outsider's influence, like The Office, like the Sunils or other people like that. But now the team outside of my knowing of the team has just grown like tremendously.
Yeah.
by like I am like nothing to gain by not showing up. By me gaining, all these people will get a different idea of who I am by just meeting me for the first time. There,
a good thing.
No, it is. No,
100%.
that's a massive positive. Like there is not much of a it's a bad, like I said, it's part of the bad career move about not going. If you like this is like I said, the only time these people are going to really see me and get a good idea of who I am, other than just a data point or my employee number or what. The annoying thing is how much importance they are compared to who I am in the company whole. Like I'm not important anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm just a IKEA worker thing or whatever. But that's fine. That's how the growth of the company is. I didn't put myself in a position to be that or whatever. But so there is a thing that I am joining their party. Like, you know what I mean? Like they want to say it for all of us and do that, but they are the people running the company now. Your friends in the social committee have way more of a sway that day than I ever do. They're running it. They're big. They're going to get way more praise for running a great Christmas party than I ever did for building a fire truck.
On that day?
No, but before we used to get praise for making the whole thing run. And now we're just like we're like a necessity for making the thing right. You know what I mean? Like it's a sim factory for somebody making whatever they want to make. So it's like I don't want to lean into that. It's growth. It is what it is. But it is like there isn't because you know these people better than any of us on the floor. We are outsiders to the people running everything in the fucking company.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of annoying to hang out with them if you want to look at it like that. I look at an opportunity to have a conversation with anybody. It's all good. I just like I said, it's not like whatever. It's just being picked up too drunk. You know what I mean? Most of it is just like me not fucking realizing how fucking drunk I am in front of these people. Like I said, it's not something
to remember, everybody's drunk most of the time, especially after everyone leaves. Most of the people are drunk. Secondly, you didn't answer my question.
What's your question?
Are you taking shots?
I have to take shots. How do I not take shots?
Because I remember the one year you said you're not taking any shots, and I was like, okay, buddy, we're taking shots.
Yeah, but did I take shots?
Yes.
And how? And so.
I just wanted to know if you were having that same.
I wish I didn't have to.
What?
I wish I didn't have
Jay,
to.
we have to take shots on Friday. It's literally what
I'm not doing a show.
When I'm talking about
if we're
not
doing a
drinking
show
in January again for a couple months, it's still. I'm probably going to take a shot on Friday.
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a tradition. Yeah, I'm not going to have shots with you, but you can't see that I didn't want to not have the fucking shots. Listen, I got a hard out. We can talk about this.
I don't think it even crossed my mind.
I'll have a shot with you. What happens if I just tell you I want a shot?
What are you going to do when shots show up? Because that's what I do. What?
Listen, I got to think about this. I got to go. I got to say thank you for everybody for listening to the Work Related podcast.
We are related by work on X.
And sorry for not putting the racing chair picture out of me there. Maybe
put it up.
Yeah, we should. We'll reconvene this topic because the party's not for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so we have time to think about this.
Which means we'll be off on the party, guys.
But that's 2 weeks. So hopefully everything shows up for next week, and I'm not going to be scared to finish this conversation. So see you guys in a week.